From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Spins past him, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing on 1st down. Galloway. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. They'll try the right side here with Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go! Go! Five.
Looking to throw. Galloway. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now it's Rosen looking. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now it's Penny running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back to throw. Galloway. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
And if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Check 13. Check 13. I'm in there. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Behind.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Rashad Penny. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run with Penny.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 3rd down. Galloway. Open man is Anderson. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Looking to throw on second down. Galloway. And he'll find Hall. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Get it.
Looking to throw. Galloway. Hard throw. Incomplete. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Penny. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Pass it. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Charlie. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go. Mike, 55. Big grip.
From the gun on 3rd down. Galloway to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I got him. Hey, I 7. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. He don't know no better. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He finds Corey Davis. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 57. Come on, the ball. Run that. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 2nd and 9 now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Here we go. 10 logo.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready?
Penny, a first down carry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down, Galloway. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Galloway. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Team spill. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Rosen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on, D! Hey, quarter. Mike 54, Mike 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. Five. 54.
Now it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No, Mike 52, Mike 52. Big.
Looking to throw on second down. Galloway. And complete to Zach Ertz. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw on second down. Galloway. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now it's Penny. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season, and the Jets will extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. On 2nd down, Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Right there. 54 Mike. Tackles. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
To throw is Rosen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now this throw caught left side. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Here I come. Look, squeeze. 49, check 49, check 49. Get it.
This is Penny. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Sam off.
Again, it's Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking to throw. Galloway. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a give to Penny. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And they'll run it again with Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
Mike Bartu. Hey, defense, let's go.
More out.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On third down, Penny. Open space inside the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.